So, you guys may have seen my last video where we were talking about how the Genesis DLC Part 1 has now got a release date, but it's been delayed until February the 25th. I'm not too bothered about it because at least it isn't delayed for months and months. Obviously, it's a bit annoying that we don't get to play it at the end of this month, but at least we know it will be in its perfect condition when it does get released. But also, we got some massive information about an update which has actually gone live, which many people don't know about, and it's huge information. In today's video as well, we're also going to be talking about what's going to be coming in February with the Genesis update. There's always a chance it may come just before Genesis, but it means February is going to have two big updates or one big one. Now, as always, if you guys do get all the information you need to know, smash that like button, guys. Let's try and go for over 1,000 likes on today's video. As always, you know it means so much to the channel, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because we're like 20 subscribers away from 161k, and you guys know every subscriber means everything to me, and every milestone to me is big, so like, thank you guys so much. But anyway, let's get into the video. So you would have seen a message from the founders, and again, this is where they talk about everything. I'm not going to go through this. If you want to see this, all the information was in yesterday's video, talking about how it was delayed, and you can see some screenshots, shots of Genesis. But an update which has actually gone live, and more stuff is going to be released. It was today and yesterday, the anti-meshing efforts. Now, if you did see this in yesterday's video, then you may not want to know as much. You may just want to know about when the update's might be going live. Apparently, there was a patch, and you guys will have to let me know if you've downloaded that patch. Also, it was a server-side one, so it was a sneaky update that nothing you've had to download. It was just put into the game. But very, very interesting stuff here, which I'm going to be reading to you. So, obviously, hey everybody, I'm Wildcard Jelly, the lead live ops engineer team on ARK. I want to tell you about our efforts to prevent cheating in ARK in general, and our continuing efforts to defeat under-meshing specifically. We're excited to get this post out in order to address the issue of meshing with the community, and also to share news on how we'll be counteracting meshing more aggressively moving forward via technical solutions. And I'm going to start off by quoting from a previous developer diary. Now, as I've mentioned, this developer diary you can check out. I am not going to go through it because basically what I said in my last video is you can pause the video. It's just where Wildcard talk about what undermeshing is and how it happens and why it happens. And before Wildcard had their old team in, the old team is kind of like, there's nothing we can do about it. And now the new teams come in, they're kind of a bit like, yeah, no, there is stuff we can do about it. So I'm going to be explaining why this is going to change ARK completely, how amazing this actually is going to be. If you haven't seen this in the video already, you are going to be very, very shocked, and this is all being integrated into ARK within the next few days, and already some of it has been put. As I said, if you did receive a patch, this is exactly what this update is going to be. Undermeshing has been a thorn in the side for both players as well as the enforcement team, and a serious concern for the development team. To help obviously talk about this, we've further updated our anti-meshing system in order to help the enforcement team track down any problematic map areas, as well as tracking down people who are breaking the ARK code of conduct. The underlying system has been in place for a while now, gathering useful data, and we have been testing it to make sure that it works reliably. We wanted to make sure that it minimizes the amount of false positives, and we don't want to flag locations where players can get to during normal play. Now, this is the system, as you guys can see right here. Now that the system has been proven to be effective, we've now built another layer on top of it to take advantage of this data. I don't want to give any specific numbers here because it can only help bad actors try to find new exploits, but I'll explain how the system works. Number one is, if we detect a player undermeshing for a certain amount of time, it will teleport them to a valid position they were previously at. It will then monitor that player for an amount of time. If the system finds that player undermeshing again within the time, or if it's not being able to teleport the player to a previous position, then the player's character will die, and any items being carried will remain at that location. The system is aware of what the character is doing and will take certain actions into account to prevent player frustration. This was huge when I read this, guys, like absolutely massive, and I wanted to talk about this especially today on a Friday, as that's when people get the most time to play ARK over the weekend. Undermeshing, if you're a PvP player or even PvE, undermeshing is coming to an end. I'm not saying it's completely coming to an end, but finally Wildcard have been working and testing out this system now for the past few months, and the kind of kill flaw that people have been talking about is kind of coming true. So what happens is, if a player decides to undermesh, they're going to get caught in that mesh, and then they'll get teleported out of it, and then if they do it again, their character will die, and they will lose all of their items. That being said, it's not going to probably stop everything, but the more this system learns, the more it will completely eradicate it from the game. Now, I am so glad this is happening, because imagine an ARK without undermeshing. It would be huge, and I just feel like I've said to the wild people have like had a go at me on Twitter for saying this is ARK's year. But ARK is bringing out a Genesis, which is a completely new DLC. We've never seen anything like it before, in the way of how they've got a storyline in it, the way they're trying to build it, and they're basically trying to stop completely undermeshing from the game. This is huge progress, especially if they do decide to end up releasing ARK 2 in the next few years or something, or the next year or two. Having this all sorted, they could release the perfect ARK game of the future. This is really fantastic to see, and I'm so excited to see how this does go down. The system, whilst in a state we're confident will have an impact on limiting meshing, is in a state of ongoing development, and we will be continuing to make improvements and updates, along with rolling out more undermeshing resolving changes in the next week. So there is going to be a ton of updates going out for ARK in the next few months, guys. I say the next 2 months, and I know people don't all obviously like like when they have to download it and they have to wait for their internet, especially if it's a lot slower. But think of the changes that's happening within these next few months. Already we've implemented some we've seen some changes to the meshing system. We've got a new event coming out, which I'll be talking about after this, and we've got Genesis coming out. Alongside that, they've been adding in balance changes, and it's really exciting stuff. As always, which I'll be showing you today, I think is the start of the Evo event as normal. It should be live right now. But while we continue to introduce new content and experiences to fans of ARK, we will remain focused on ensuring that everyone has a fair playing experience on the official network. And for unofficials, these launch perimeters can be used, which is all to do with mesh, which is absolutely fantastic. So that is the information about you guys, or about the biggest change in ARK since the beginning. I'm saying it right here, I don't even care. This is one of the biggest updates we've ever received, and we're going to keep getting. Thank you so much, Wildcard. Moving on to the next stage of the video, Community Crunch with 214. Again, you may have seen this, but I'm just going to be talking about the release date for it as well. So love is in the air. We know you love events and stuff. So for Valentine's Day 5, we'll be introducing content similar to Winter Wonderland, where we saw the introduction of the Chibis. In addition to existing content you would expect from. So basically what it is you're going to be getting all of the old Valentine's Day stuff, and then they will be bringing back the Chibis, which were added into Winter Wonderland, but they're actually adding in 5 new Chibi pets. Now, what those pets are going to be is it's going to be underwater Chibis, and the reason why is you guys let me know in the comment section. We know that you're probably fishing for more information about how to get your hands on the new Chibi pets, emotes and skins. We'll hook you up with the details in due time, and similar to the last event, we've added a new functionality that modders will be able to take advantage of in the future. This advancement expands our item skin functionality to allow support for items like the bow and support multiple ammo types. Simply put, we're able to put more skins to add more skins to item types now. So as I said, the Chibi pet is going to be underwater, as they've said, fishing and hook, and also new weapon skins are coming to ARK Survival Evolved within the update. Now, release dates, what can you expect? None of us know the official release dates for everything right now, but what I can tell you is the official release date for Genesis is the 25th of February, and then we're going to be getting constant updates for meshing, so either the Valentine's Day event will come with Genesis on the 25th of February, but obviously as Valentine's Day is the 14th, there's more likely that you're going to be expecting 2 updates, because I doubt they'll release the Valentine's Day update when it's not Valentine's Day. So you're probably going to be expecting this sometime early, I'd say like a week or 2 into February, and this will probably last for 2 weeks. So you'll have to download that update, and then just after Valentine's Day finishes, Genesis DLC 1 will be with us. What a fantastic time to be in with ARK Survival Evolved. I seem to be happier in life when there's content coming out, especially last year when there was like 6 months of no content. It was so boring, and now to think that we're in this stage where so much is going on, it's exciting not just for players, for content creators, and it must be even quite exciting for the devs to get a little bit more positive response from the players. Anyway guys, that is going to be the full video. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you did get all the information, let's smash that 1,000 like target. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you guys later.